Hi.
Hi, you about ready to start the pizza?
Yeah. Mind if I invite someone to join us?
Why not?
Hi.
Oh, Mitch!
Pizza sounds like a good idea to me.
Well, you're welcome to stay.
Oh, I really can't. Pizza and me just don't get along. Oh, about midnight.
Tell me, to what do we owe the honor of this visit?
Well, it's a matter of something we were discussing this morning.
Peter, would you mind? I think that
Mom.
Mitch and I should...
I have a right to be here.
You're right. He's the man of the house now.
Mighty fine man he is, too.
Come on, sit down, Mitch.
Thank you.
Is anything wrong?
Well, nothing serious. No. It's just that I can't find Nora's will. I have looked everywhere in that office, upside down and sideways.
You've lost Grandma's will? What about Dad's?
Your father didn't have one. So what do we do now?
Well, I know Nora had a copy in her safety deposit box. I put it there myself. It's in both our names.
At Slaymaker Savings and Loan? Mm-hmm. And you have the key to the box?
So my next stop is the savings and loan.
What happens if it's not in the safety deposit box?
Well, there's no reason to believe it won't be.
Sam, where are you, lady? Gosh.
Gee, my man. Did I wake you?
No, I was thinking.
Same difference, right?
Leon, I'm going through a rough day as it is. Now, come on, I'm not in the mood for any jokes.
Ah, you miss Sam, huh?
Yeah, the office is not the same without her.
Are your feet big enough to fill her shoes?
Sure, but I don't know if high heels are my style. Hey, have you heard from her since she left?
Once, last night.
Oh, yeah? Oh, she called, huh?
No, I called her.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure she misses the office and the co-workers and...
She told me to tell everyone hello and that Washington's a riot.
Oh, I haven't seen the news.
No. Figuratively speaking.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Hey, you have any special messages for me, or?
No, not that I could recall. She was kind of in a hurry, an appointment or something.
Oh, was it on a date, or?
She didn't say, maybe.
Oh.
Look, if it's any consolation, I think Sam really likes you.
Yeah, just not enough to hang around here, though.
Give her time. You have good taste in women. And your taste in houses has yet to be seen.
Hey, Leon, I don't have time for this stuff, man. Nope.
You had time to ask about Sam.
Yeah, that's different.
Or you have time for what you make time for. And you will never have time to look at a house for Mama, huh?
Sure, maybe, when the right time comes along,
Well, how you gonna know the right house if you never have time to look at one?
Hey, look, Leon, get off my case, man. Who do you think you are, anyway?
I could have been your brother-in-law. Or your brother. Your mother's a lot like mine.
Well, then you go buy your mother a house in the slums, huh?
Look, I already did. You're not playing fair, Gene. Stringing your mother along, making promises you have no intention of keeping. She doesn't deserve that.
Look, I'm trying to look out for my mom's own good, okay?
Yeah, sure. If that was true, you'd already be moved.
Mm-hmm. So long.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yes?
Lori Jackson just called and said she wasn't coming then. Your next appointment's in 2 hours. How about some coffee?
I've got nothing else to do.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, well, thanks for the encouragement. Give me another few days like this, and I'll be able to write a thesis on medical journals.
How about one on the most effective methods of paralyzing an operation like Charles Carpenter's?
I think I'm going to cut back to a 20-hour work week for the next 2 weeks.
Then you'd be twice as bored.
Cute, Laurie. Real cute.
I'm sorry, Ben. Carpenter's really got you antsy, huh?
Yeah, just a little.
Well, I won't hold it against you. Look, I think I'll drop by Mom's for a while.
Well, I thought we might talk.
Well, why don't we talk tonight? I'm really worried about Mom, Ben, and since there's nothing going on around here, I might as well...
Yeah, nothing's going on, huh?
Ben, I don't know what to tell you to do. I don't even know what your alternatives are.
Alex said I could come back to work with him.
So why don't you?
Because I want my own practice.
The waiting game. I don't like what it's doing to you, Ben.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'd rather not get into it.
Go and see your mother. Tell her I said hello.
Well, now, Ms. Lawson, that would certainly increase your share of the profits, not to mention mine. Here, come on in. Well, thanks for knocking.
Webster, we've got to talk.
Good morning, Charles.
Don't good morning me. I just checked up on the holding corporation for Hollister Square. We've lost $800 in the escrow account.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. And don't you dare hand me any malarkey about double-digit inflation. And what are you wasting your time doing something else for?
Yeah, I do have other clients which pay me pretty well.
May I remind you that I pay you handsomely for your services?
Since we're both pretty well aware of that, and since you came barging into my office, I suppose you have some ideas about how we can get your money off hold and put it to work.
We can't do anything until we get every last one of those tenants out of Hollister Square. Now, who's left?
There's only two, old man Barkley and that pill pusher, Dr. Martin.
Obstinate pill pusher, if you ask me. You know, how is he managing to keep all his patients with the construction going on up there?
He won't be able to stand it much longer. The plan is working.
Well, it's not working quickly enough. It's only 6 days to the hearing, and we still haven't been able to get him out. You know, we'd think he'd have enough sense to leave after that lawyer of his packed up and went.
Well, he's young. He thinks he knows everything.
What he knows or doesn't know is of no concern to me until he starts losing me money.
I guess we'll just have to wait a little bit longer.
You know, Webster, I don't think you understand me, so I'm going to make this very clear. I want all of those tenants out of Hollister Square before the hearing. Any way, any price, just do it. And I think you'll find that the gratuity that you'll get for the successful completion of this venture will more than compensate you. So call me. But only when it's done.
Surprise!
Oh, Lori, how are you? Oh. I bet you'd be busy this morning.
No, things got a little slow over there. And I had a couple hours, so I thought I'd stop by, see how you're doing.
Well, let me get you some soup and we can
No,
talk.
Mom, you just sit down.
All right. How's Ben?
Oh, he's holding up, waiting with bated breath for the hearing next week.
Oh, you mean for Hollister Square?
Yeah. Say, how's Peter?
Peter. Well, Peter is busy trying to be the man of the house.
How do you feel about that?
He says he decided to quit school and get a job.
Quit school? But Mommy needs to graduate so he can get into college.
Well, he doesn't seem to think so.
Well, I know Dad wanted Peter to go to Duke. I'll bet he even put it in his will.
Your father didn't have a will.
He didn't have a will.
No. We talked about it, but we just actually never got around to making one out. And now everything's going to be held in probate.
You mean Mitch is going to have to prove that Dad's estate belongs to us?
That's right.
Well, how long will that take?
Well, Mitch says anywhere from 10 months to a year, maybe even longer.
But what about Dad's insurance? That could help. I mean, you said he had good coverage.
Yeah, but that hasn't come through yet. Oh, thank the Lord I have my nursing job.
Look, Mom, if you need anything, you know that Ben and I will be more than happy to help.
I know, honey. Oh, bless both of you for doing it. You know how much you mean to me.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, I let the soup cool off too much. Are you sure you don't want some?
I'm sure. How's the job?
Well, it's busy, which is good. You know, all the girls at work are so apologetic. I don't want their sympathy, Lori. I don't even want them to talk about it.
Mom, that's understandable.
They still think that I can remarry. I'm still young enough to. Honestly, how could they think that I could even consider something like that right now?
Well, Mr. Redline, looks like you're the new Director of Planning and Development here for our town. Congratulations.
Well, thanks, Webster.
Sure.
Even though the circumstances leading to the promotion weren't exactly to my liking.
Oh, come on now, it's a healthy law of life. Oh, Marshall got thrown out, and you, like a hard-working, honest assistant, jumped at the opportunity.
You sure have a way with words.
Yeah, I've been known for that, yeah.
Yes.
Listen, you know, a young man like you on the way up the ladder of success might want to take advantage of this opportunity to align himself with a counsel of sorts. Never can tell when the advice might come in handy, you know.
You mean a consultant?
A consultant, yeah, that's it precisely, yes.
Yeah, well, I will give it some thought.
Good, good. Listen, maybe you can tell me why you asked me to come up here. You're not planning on following in the footsteps of Miss Marshall, are you?
Oh, no, I just wanted to know if you still wanted that hearing.
You trying to tell me that Martin is planning to move out?
Nope, not that I know of, anyway.
Well, then why would I want to cancel a hearing?
Well, it seems like that Martin fella's planning on sticking around for a while.
Did he tell you that?
No. I just noticed when I was over at Hollister Square, almost everyone else has moved out of there, and he's still there. Just personal observation.
Do you always take such thorough interest in all your assignments?
Well, Webster, I mean, when both interested parties have been in and out of this office as many times as you and Martin, yes, I look into things pretty thoroughly.
Has the good doctor made any recent visits to said office?
Yes, as a matter of fact, he has. He said that he's looking forward to the hearing, and he'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't suppose you have anything to worry about. I mean, after all, you are the one that's carrying the ball, right?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if there's any chance of a compromise, perhaps a settlement would be better for both parties rather than a hearing. I mean, you and Carpenter thought about that?
Yeah, we have thought about it. Now, when is the hearing?
Hey, Phil, what's up?
Hi, nothing much. Just checking out some prices on equipment here.
Yeah, what do they run?
Well, judging from what they got in here, good equalizer between $1,500 and a fairly decent effects system is going to cost us close to 2,000 big ones.
Can't we get it any cheaper than that?
Well, we could, but it's not going to be worth it.
Well, you think Summerwind has that kind of money?
Well, we can make that kind of money if we keep going at the rate we've been moving up.
Which means more weekend gigs, huh?
Yep. That's where the cash is stashed.
Not necessarily, is it?
Look, Becky, you don't think we're going to be able to pull in 1,000 a night working in the kind of places we've been working in, do you?
1,000 each?
If we're good enough. Yeah, and if the band has the right kind of talent and versatility.
Phil, wait, can I ask you a question, just really off the record?
Okay, shoot.
Well, you know how sometimes people are born with, like, a natural gift for playing, like any instrument?
Yeah.
Do you think that Well, I have a natural gift for singing. Do you think that I have what it takes?
I think... Yeah, you got what it takes.
You really think so?
I just said so. Of course, there's a problem.
What problem?
The old man, Russ. I mean, if you got this much trouble with just one weekend
Look, it's a
gig,
new
then we're gonna
situation. Russ and I will work through it. I told you that already.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What about your studies?
Well, what about them?
Look, I had a full electronics scholarship. I was on my way to being a Rhodes Scholar.
And you quit?
It was not what I wanted to do. Do you want to spend 4 years with your nose in the textbook?
No, but...
Well, come on now. What's your main interest?
I guess I like singing. You know, that feeling when you're sharing your music with the audience. It's like, you know, it's always exciting to me, you know?
And you want to go to college. You know, I knew what I wanted to do with my life after that first time I had a gig in D.C. And even then, I didn't know if I was going to make it or not. But you got a chance for stardom.
Oh, come on, Phil. God, every time you say that, I mean, I can hardly... Wonder what my friends would think if they saw my name up in lights.
Hey, you know, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's just whatever's right for you. Now, I'll tell you something else before the guys get back. You're the one that gave the band the boost it needed to make it in the first place, and you're the one that's going to make it or break it for the rest of us. You got to make up your mind, Becky.
Now, about your lawsuit against the aforementioned Scott Davidson.
Oh, Webster, please try and be brief. I've been here for 2 hours now. And try and talk in something other than that legal lingo.
Your wish is my command. And it's Harold. Would you remember that, please?
Yeah, Harold.
Now, did you know that Scott left no will for the disbursement of his estate?
You're joking.
No, I'm not.
Well, then... Oh, you're not going to make something up, are you?
Oh, no. No, Nancy, I think that'd be kind of risky. You do have a certain flair for creative thinking, though. That's something unusual to find in a woman.
Well, how long do you think it's going to take?
Oh, for Scott's estate to come out of probate? Could be a year, 18 months.
But won't that affect my suit for damages? You mean I'm going to have to wait a year and a half for this lousy lawsuit?
No, don't you worry your little head about that. I have taken care of everything. Look, here it is. Due to the grave mental anguish suffered by Miss Nancy Lawson on the death of her mother, the late Nora Lindsay, not only will we be filing suit against Scott Davidson, but also Terry Lindsay Davidson, his daughter Laurie Davidson Martin, and one Master Peter Davidson.
Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
Is this legal?
Oh, very.
But how?
Well, you did suffer mental anguish, and you are entitled to punitive damages.
But is it necessary, I mean, to get the money?
Oh, don't worry about that. The Davidsons have got stock certificates, they got investments of all kinds, they got plenty of money to sleep on for a long, long time.
Well, then in that case, let's go ahead.
Oh, I intend to.
Well, is that it then?
Oh, except, I need you to sign these 2 forms right here. It's just a formality, of course. You can trust me. You know, must be awful lonely up in that big old house all by yourself.
No, actually, I'm enjoying it, rearranging things. It's fun.
Yeah, well, still, it might be nice to get out once in a while. Look, why don't I take you out for a big steak tonight? We'll go over to the club steakhouse. I'll pick you up around 5:30.
Well, thank you, Harold, but I've got another engagement. It's very sweet, but...
Oh, well, look, how about tomorrow night or the weekend?
I'll call you. Hello.
She's swift, isn't she?
Peter, you want to come in and see how I've changed things?
No, thanks. You don't own this house, Nancy.
Well, I think I have...
You have no right to hurt my mother.
And how am I hurting your
Come
mother?
on. The lawsuit on my dad's estate? I know what that means. I'm warning you, don't try it.
Oh, aren't we sensitive now?
Suppose you tell me where you were during the funeral, huh? This is my mom you're messing with. If anything happens to her because of you...
Oh, come on.
You'll pay.
What are you going to do, Peter? Bring over the high school band and toilet paper my yard?
How'd you get in here?
Just lucky, I guess. Oh, my card. I'm on a special assignment for George Slaymaker himself.
Oh, you're the guy he sent to see Nora Lindsay's safety deposit box.
That's top secret. You've got to keep it that way. Is that it?
I think so.
If you don't mind. Thank you. All right.